Hello students, this lecture is for grade 10 science and today we will continue our chapter number 15 which is our environment. It is from biology part and the topic which we will discuss today is the functioning of an ecosystem. Now we will describe how an ecosystem functions as a self-sufficient or independent unit in nature. So we have just discussed that an ecosystem has non-living components like soil, water and air which contain inorganic nutrient elements and the living components called producer, consumers and decomposer organisms. One important thing that soil, water and air are combinedly known as nutrient pool of the earth. And green plants or producers absorb carbon dioxide and water from these nutrient pool and trap sunlight from sun to convert these inorganic substances into organic compound like carbohydrates which act as a food for all other living organisms. Thus, producers trap the solar energy and then provide the basic food or energy for all other life forms in the ecosystem, and the consumers, which are animals, derive their energy needs directly or indirectly from producers or green plants. And after death of producers and consumers, the decomposer organisms act on their dead bodies to return the various elements back to the nutrient pool of earth. And by this, an ecosystem involves input of energy and matter which are exchanged between living and non-living components in a साइक्लिक प्रोसेस. मीन्स ये सारे लाइफ के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट ऑर्गेनिक एंड इनऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल्स इकोसिस्टम के थ्रू साइक्लिक फॉर्म में लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म से नॉन लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स तक सर्वाइव करते रहते हैं. एंड नाउ वी विल डिस्कस द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द मैनर in which living organisms obtain their food from the environment. So, all the living organisms can be divided into three groups which are producers, consumers and decomposers. And now we will discuss the terms producers, consumers and decomposers. So, let's start with producers. Autotrophic living organisms which can prepare their own food from simple inorganic substances present in environment like carbon dioxide and water by using sunlight in the presence of chlorophyll and can do photosynthesis, and the examples of producers are green plants and certain blue-green algae which are capable to do photosynthesis and can make their own food. And all the other organisms depend on autotrophs for their food. Now the second type of organisms which are consumers. So the organisms which consume food or eat food prepared by producers or autotrophs or green plants, and all animals are examples of consumer. और ये consumers प्रोड्यूसर्स के जैसे अपना फूड खुद नहीं बना सकते. दे आर डिपेंड ऑन प्रोड्यूसर्स फॉर देयर फूड. एंड ऑल अदर ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर डिपेंड ऑन प्रोड्यूसर्स और ग्रीन प्लांट्स फॉर देयर फूड डायरेक्टली एज वेल एज इनडायरेक्टली. हाउ? लेट मी टेल यू. सो इफ एन एनिमल ईट्स प्लांट और प्लांट प्रोडक्ट, सो इट इज़ डायरेक्टली डिपेंड ऑन प्रोड्यूसर्स फॉर देयर फूड. And if an animal eats meat of other animals, तो उस मीट खाने वाले एनिमल में भी एनर्जी उन प्रोड्यूसर्स और ग्रीन प्लांट्स के थ्रू ही आई है. तो मीट खाने वाले एनिमल्स इनडायरेक्टली प्रोड्यूसर पर डिपेंड है फॉर फूड. एंड these consumers can be divided into three categories. First one is herbivores, which are also known as primary consumers, and they are only plant and plant product eating animals. And as you know, examples of primary consumer or herbivores are cattle, deer, goat, etc. Second category of consumers are carnivores. Carnivores are those animals which eat flesh of other animals. And carnivores are furtherly divided into two groups: small carnivores or secondary consumers, which feed on herbivores or primary consumers. For example, a frog, lizard, bird and frog, etc. And the large carnivores, which are also known as tertiary consumers, which feed upon the small carnivores or secondary consumers. And the examples are lion, tiger, birds and prey like hawk, etc. In other words, प्राइमरी कंज्यूमर को खाने वाले सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर्स और सेकेंडरी कंज्यूमर्स को खाने वाले टर्शरी कंज्यूमर्स. And the third category of consumers are omnivores. Omnivores are those animals which eat plant as well as meat of other animals. And the examples of omnivores are human beings, dog, crow, sparrow, bear, etc. And after it we will now describe another type of producers and consumers, which are extremely small organisms. So very minute or microscopic organisms freely floating on the surface of water bodies are known as planktons. Planktons are of two types. First is phytoplankton and second is zooplanktons. The microscopic aquatic plants freely floating on the surface of water are called phytoplanktons. And free floating algae is the example of phytoplanktons. These phytoplanktons are able to do photosynthesis and can make their own food. Now, zooplanktons. So the microscopic aquatic animals which freely floating on water are called zooplanktons, and the freely floating protozoa are an example of zooplankton. With it, a very small fish is also a zooplankton. So students, आज हमने जो भी स्टडी की उसमें से ये प्लैंकटन इज़ द न्यू वन पार्ट. बाकी तो हमने रिवीजन ही किया है जो हम प्रीवियसली पढ़ते आ रहे हैं. Now the peak of phytoplanktons or algae which are freely floating on the surface of water, and zooplanktons or tiny aquatic animals freely floating on the water. So it is all about today's lecture. In our next lecture we will discuss about decomposers. Thank you.